All right, everybody, what's up? It's your boy PTK Blam back with another episode of the Shop Podcast on this beautiful Saturday evening or afternoon, I should say. Uh, I want to appreciate everybody for rocking out with us here. Everybody watching the live stream, everybody on Twitter for rocking out with us. We got a great group of guests. Got a nice special guest. His first time on the show here, so I want you guys to give him a big welcome. We all know him, but it's his first time officially on the Shop Podcast. I appreciate him taking out his time here today to come on the show. But we're gonna go around the panel like we always do. The chat is live, so everybody throw your questions in the chat. Before the end of the show, we'll get to a few questions before we end it. I want to announce one cool thing that I'm going to be doing. It's a new segment that I'm going to be doing called Take It to the Chat. What's that? What that means is that I'm going to be getting a lot of you guys involved that are constantly here supporting my channel that may not have a YouTube or even a Twitter account. I'm going to get you guys. I'm going to pick one random person during the week, possibly just to either do a one-on-one or come on a podcast every Saturday, or randomly every Saturday. Then you guys come on and voice your opinion. Talk to some of the people here on the panel. So I think it's a cool way to get everybody involved. So let's just go ahead and start the show. Let's go around the panel. We're going to start with our special guest. Go ahead and give yourself a shout out, XBOT.
What's going on, people? It's the XBOT448, and Blam, I am truly excited to be here, man. I've been waiting for that time to come on the shop, dude. I absolutely love this show.
For sure, man. I appreciate it, man. I know we've been talking behind the scenes about a week now trying to make this happen. So we finally got it done, and I appreciate you being here, man. Huge fan of your show. Watch all your stuff, man. You and your wife, you guys are fantastic, man. Always great for the gaming community. So appreciate you being here, brother. So we're going to go ahead and talk to some of the other gamers here. We're going to go ahead and start with my right-hand man, GKB, the governor.
What's up, Blam? It's the governor. How's everybody doing tonight? Great to be on the Shop Podcast with all these great people, great gamers. It's going to be a great show, man. Can't wait.
For sure. And my other left-hand man, Pred, go ahead and holler at yourself, man. Let everybody know.
What's up, man? Glad to be back. Talking games again. I think I need a new intro, man. Blam and a GKB and Xbox got me all beat up right now.
Yeah, man. I heard they got a sale at Walmart on intros. You better go pick you up one, brother.
Get on eBay or something.
Damn, man.
What's going on?
I paid full price for mine, man.
Oh man, yeah, we getting gypped out here in these streets. Anyway, so leave it to Brutal. All right, man. We can keep that off the record. I'll edit that out. Anyway, yeah, go ahead and give yourself a shout out, Brutal.
What's up, everybody? I feel reborn coming back after 2 weeks of missing the Shop Podcast. I had I was starting to get withdrawals. I had a couple tremors throughout the week, but I'm getting back healthy again. I am so happy to be here again, man. I missed you guys, and I'm already sipping on a little bit of whiskey here, so let's get this show started and see where we go from there. Hopefully things don't get too weird.
Nah, you're good.
Let's start, man.
Definitely a good way to start the show. So let's just dive into it, everybody. Once again, chat. The chat is live. Put your questions in there. If you have any, we'll grab some of them after the show. You guys know how we do every Saturday on the Shop Podcast. So let's dive into the first topic. First topic I wanted to dive into is Sony hesitating on crossplay with the Xbox One or Microsoft Xbox. We know there's been multiple games like Rocket League that have talked about doing the crossplay thing and saying it wouldn't actually be too difficult for it to happen. And I don't think Microsoft has a problem with it. I think there's actually been, Aaron Greenberg or even Phil, I think he's come out and said it'd be a cool idea, if it could happen. Us Xbox gamers don't have any problem with it. I think it's a neat idea. I don't see any issue with it, but Sony, for some reason, seems to be dragging their feet with it. I don't know why they don't want to do it or think that it's a good idea, but let's go ahead and go around the panel and see what everybody thinks about this in particular. So we're going to start with you, Xbox. What do you think about Sony dragging their feet with this crossplay?
Dude, I think they're going to hesitate for as long as they possibly can. I don't think they want their PSN to be shown in the light from people that don't have PlayStation, because there is such loyal fans out there when it comes to PlayStation that they have a tendency to hide some of the problems. And if they do this cross gaming through the X1 and the PS4, it's kind of going to be shown to light. Like if the PlayStation dudes start getting dropped out of games a lot and stuff like that, it's kind of going to bring that out there to a consumer base that might not have purchased a PS4 yet.
Yeah.
So they're gonna wait for as long as possible, man.
Okay. All right. That's a fair assessment. I mean, it's one of those things. It's never really been done. So I mean, it's kind of new. You know what I'm saying? It's been done with PC here and there, throughout video games, but it's never really been done from console to console. So I just think the idea that it could happen is neat. So we'll go ahead and ask GKB. What's your opinion on that, brother?
Yeah, to piggyback on top of like what XBOT was saying is, yeah, there's a lot of issues with it, but honestly, PlayStation doesn't really have anything to gain from this at all. Like, they're the market leader right now, so I think they're going to hold off as long as possible as well. But I think they're going to get a lot of pressure from devs and all the gamers out there, and eventually I think they're just going to have to do it. That being said, though, like, PSN is not as robust as Xbox Live, so there's probably a lot of stuff that they're going to have to bring up to like Xbox Live standards to alleviate some of those issues that Xbox was referring to, like the droppage and all that kind of stuff, because that's not going to be good for anybody if they go ahead and do it and then people are dropping out of games. I mean, that's going to be a horrible experience all the way around.
They're not going to do that, man.
Yeah, so.
Okay. All right, cool, great opinion, good opinion, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if that's the reason in particular. It's like a technical reason. I'm on the same side with you guys as far as I feel like Xbox Live is a little bit more robust, a little bit more of a stable network. I guess that's up for debate. We can always throw things back and forth, but I mean, you're kind of right. I don't know if there's anything for Sony to gain from this, honestly. Like, I don't know. I just think it'd be cool for the consumers to be able to play against each other. If not, if anything, just that. Like, I don't really think that anybody should think any further than that. Especially Sony.
BLAM. Oh, my bad, man.
Okay.
But I was just gonna say, BLAM. One thing that Sony would benefit from that, they've called themselves for the gamers, like first and foremost. So that is.
Yeah, bro, but it's for PlayStation gamers.
I got you, but even with PlayStation gamers, you're increasing the user base of a game that is popular on that platform. That's for the gamers. All right, I'm not saying they're going to do it, but if you are truly for the gamers, you should be seriously looking at this, and I don't think they are.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so Fred, what do you think about that, brother?
I'm in agreement with everybody else so far. I think it'll happen eventually. It's going to be on Sony's terms when it does happen. And like you guys said, there's really not anything for Sony to gain by doing this. They have more to lose than anything right now at this point with with all the Azure servers and stuff that are out there with Microsoft, and plus they're adding more this year, I believe, is what they said in the E3 conference this year. Mm-hmm. It's just a more superior infrastructure over here on the Xbox side as far as networking goes than it is on the Sony side. So that may come into play when you start trying to get into servers and stuff like that if you do crossplay. So it'll happen. I think it's just going to take some time.
Okay, fair enough. So you guys are kind of all along a standpoint. It may be a little bit more of a technical issue as far as Microsoft, Sony type deal. Okay, I can definitely understand that. So Bruder, let's go ahead and get your opinion, brother.
Dude, all right. So if they do it, they need to do it on a game that's not necessarily like a AAA, right? They need to do it on. Now, granted, like this game has has millions of downloads already. It has a huge base, right? There's a lot of players playing the game already, but it's not on the same stage as like your big, massive titles. So this is a perfect environment for them to launch this idea if they want to go through with it, but not to join the herd. But I mean, I think that's the most logical explanation, is that they have their toys and they don't want to share it with anybody, right? So, like, there's no reason for Sony to do it aside from the player base, aside from their fans. And we kind of talked about it before, like Sony doesn't really, I mean, I'm not saying they don't care about their fans, but I'm saying, like, I feel like Xbox has a much more tight-knit community, and so I mean, at the end of the day, they're a business. It makes business sense to open up cross-play, and they stand to benefit from, like Pred said, with Xbox Live's
the user base,
more robust network. They stand something to gain from that. But as far as them sharing right now, it's looking like Sony's not sharing their pie. You know what I mean? Like, they have a larger potential fan base than Xbox does as of this moment. So
okay, that makes sense.
BLAM,
yeah.
I think like the pressure is going to go on, like, but I mean, I think from like, I mean, we even seen it a little bit from like IGN and stuff like that. They're kind of like pushing that button for Sony to go ahead and do something, because I think ultimately all the gamers want to play together. You know, open up that player base. Let's get us, you know, playing together and having a good time. I think that's what it's all about at the end, man.
Yeah, definitely. I know you was gonna say something, Bob. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, definitely. I apologize. I'm a loudmouth Italian, so as soon as I have something in my mind, like you're gonna hear the you know what I'm saying? But we were talking about this on Crossfire as well, and one of the things is if once they open that door, even a crack, I mean, like they could be opening kind of like Pandora's box for them. We're talking small titles right now. But like you said, the developers are trying to push for this. So if it goes through, then you're going to have the bigger developers starting to push for it as well. And then all of a sudden, like, PlayStation isn't necessarily the home of Call of Duty. It's just one of the places to play Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it'll push that door wide open, and I don't think Sony wants that to happen right now, man.
I guess that kind of makes business sense because I mean, I don't see it being something because right now, like I said, I don't think of it as far as anything just for the consumer, just for the fan base, because it just is a cool ass idea to be able to play against somebody on a completely different console. Like if you just look at it that way, it's a perfect idea, and a game like Rocket League is a perfect game. But you're right, that may open the door to other things. Other devs may have the ideas, you know, with these bigger games. If that's successful, then there may be questions like, hey, you know, we may be able to, you know, if do this. Like we may be able to have this happen, you know, on the multiplayer like a Call of Duty and things like that. So I mean, who knows what'll happen? But ultimately, I think it's just a great idea. I wish that they would look a little bit further into it and reconsider. It may still happen, and we don't know that. It may just happen a little bit later on down the line when they may have more to benefit from it. Because like GKB said, at the end of the day, it's all business, and you wanna look like you're the one who's had the great idea. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm not saying that's what we're gonna do, but Sony's tends to kind of paint the picture that way with when a lot of things go on. So we'll see what happens. Though I'm excited for the future. Hopefully it'll happen. So let's go ahead and move on to the next question that I had here for the panel. The next question I have here is the Gears of War 4. Everybody's hyped for Gears. All of us here on the panel, I'm pretty sure, are gonna buy it if you already haven't pre-ordered it. And there, I heard today, I saw an article today before we got here in the chat, or not in the chat, but the podcast, that they're unlocking a lot of the graphical features for the game. I'm hearing a lot of good things about the way the game looks. We all knew the game was going to look great regardless, but I've been hearing things as far as the media goes that the game's going to look, that the game actually looks great running on like the Xbox One S, or just looks great, period. So I wanted to get you guys' opinion. Now, like I said before, I don't give two shits about what gaming media says 99% of the time, but it's kind of a nice change of tune for once to give a Microsoft or Xbox exclusive a little bit of praise. We don't see it that often. We do see it here and there, but it's kind of nice to see, you know, especially when this whole generation has been marred with this whole graphical, you know, this whole 1080p 720 and now 4K and all this graphical nonsense. But want to get you guys' opinion. So we're gonna go ahead and start with you, Brutal, on the fact that there've been a lot of praise for Gears of War 4 lately, you know, graphically.
Dude, I mean, the power struggle, the power war that we're having between like consoles and things is drawing the spotlight away from the reason that everybody's here in the first place. Like, everyone's here to play games and have a good time, right?
Yeah.
And I'm super, like, don't get me wrong, I'm super excited for. I've seen some of those screenshots and some of those demos of Gears of War. Like, there's leaps and bounds. I mean, you can see true progress in the way that this game was developed and the way this game looks. But at the end of the day, man, it comes down to like the content of the game, and Gears is getting praise for both. And I'm not the biggest Gears fan, to be honest. I like the story of Gears. Multiplayer, I could care two shits about. But I think that seeing them opening up these giving the customer, giving the player the ability to adjust, like to play to their level, like on the PC side, it's a block in that, it's a one building block in the grand scheme that I think that we're starting to see a bigger trend, like with the Play Anywhere, now them opening up the graphic settings for Gears. It's moving towards and I'm a big supporter of this, is moving towards a more Microsoft gaming focused community rather than you have Xbox and Windows. Moving towards a Microsoft gaming, one big conglomerate would be awesome because it would open up, one, competition, which I'm a huge lover of, and two, it would open up a bigger player base just to keep going back to what She-Wolf was saying. She-Wolf was talking about in the chat. She said that this, going back to the last topic real quick, that opening up crossplay would open up the longevity and the lifespan of some of these games because just by sheer numbers, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
So opening up to a Windows and Xbox, to a one big community would have that same effect as well. And I think that this is just a hint at the future of Microsoft as a gaming platform.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Nice.
Good. All right, GKB, what you think, brother?
Yeah, man, like,
Go ahead.
yeah, Gears 4, man, looks amazing. Like, they showed like a lot of gameplay footage recently. It looks fantastic. I'm so hyped for, Marcus Phoenix going to be a playable character. I did call that like months ago. Thank you.
Yeah, we make sure we get that credit in there. All right.
But yeah, man, like it's really cool. Like, Rod Ferguson came out and said, they had like a lot of performance and stuff like there, but then when they actually got like a lot of the DX12 code, it opened up even more performance to help push that game. They are rendering it at 1080p and able to do the HDR stuff with the lighting and everything like that, so it even looks even better. We've heard a lot of accounts that the HDR what it does and everything looks so much better than the 4K, and 4K is just resolution. It's not really, the other stuff. Like HDR makes the image pop and all that kind of stuff. So it's really fantastic. And a lot of the criticism has been coming from like the PC side of the Windows games and stuff. And it's nice to hear them talk about the features that they're unlocking for the PC gamers to go ahead and play it the way they want to play. And that's some of the criticism that they got. And they're listening and they're taking care of that kind of stuff. So it's always great that Microsoft's giving more and more people options. So.
Definitely, and I think that's the biggest thing. And before we move on to XBOT, I think the biggest point here is that back to what Brutal said about the fact that we all know the direction that this company is going in. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. Why have this huge fan base? Where 200-300 million people have a Windows device and then not utilize it or even tap into it. So it kind of makes sense that they're going that direction. And then something like this with Gears, where unlocking those features, like GKB said, where a lot of times you had issues with when Quantum Break came out, it was a mess. You had a lot of these issues where these games came out on the Windows platform or the Windows side of it, and the games come out, they didn't run that well, and they got a lot of grief for it. So to see a game or franchise like Gears come out and be able to do these different things and give these Windows players who play on PC a lot of options is always a good thing. So I'm happy about that. So XBOT, what is your opinion on the Gears news, man?
Well, first of all, Gears looks absolutely phenomenal. And the thing about it, I watched the newest trailers, and the nighttime scenes actually look like night in real life with the full moon, the way that the full moon light reflects, but it's softer and stuff. And the thing that really got to me is I know they recorded that basically using the HDR. It was probably on an HDR monitor and they were capturing it, but we're not seeing that HDR. I don't know about you guys. I don't have a high dynamic range computer monitor, and it still looked absolutely gorgeous. I think the biggest thing that they did with Gears 4 was bring Rod Ferguson into the mix, because before it was the Coalition, it was Black Tusk. Everybody stated that Black Tusk, the developers, were absolutely phenomenal, and I think you're seeing that now, and I think they have the right man to head this thing with Rod Ferguson. He's going to keep it true to Gears form, and it looks absolutely incredible, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I was super hyped when I saw it. I mean, the new footage that you're talking about just looks so good. It just looks so good, man. And like you said, Rod Ferguson spearheading the whole project, that's the best thing that they could have done for Gears. Best thing that they could have done, because Judgment left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. So to come back,
Judgment was Judgment. I never heard Judgment.
Yeah, see, so yeah, so no, but yeah, so I mean, to revive the franchise and get it back to its roots and just You got JD Phoenix now, which it's kind of cool that we figured out is the D stands for Dominic, which is nice. Kind of a old back to Dominic from the Gears 1, whatever the case may be, 2. But it's awesome. I think the whole game is just going in a great direction. Can't wait to play also too. So Fred, let's get your opinion on this, brother.
GKB mentioned something earlier too about the whole. I think you did too, Blam. Like the whole PC integration with Windows 10 and how it's been kind of like lackluster with the games they've released so far.
Mhm.
I think Gears Ultimate was just a test for them to see what they could do. Bringing the stuff to the Windows 10 platform now, being able to unlock all this other stuff when you're actually playing on the PC version of the game is something that most PC gamers have been doing forever. They've been able to adjust their settings and stuff like that. But with this aspect of it, it's on Windows 10 platform, and it's something that they've, it's always had to be patched in the past, with Quantum Break and stuff like that. So if it launches like this is the game they need to launch with the Windows 10 integration as far as the gaming side goes. So good on them. And I would like to say, also the, you guys are talking about the moon and the effects of the game so far. I'm really impressed with the weather effects of the game, just the wind and stuff like that.
Man.
I was watching that again today. I was like, the wind affects everything. You see the
Those wind flares are sick, dude.
Yeah, so I'm excited about this game. I'm not a huge, as Brutal was saying, he's not a huge multiplayer. I'm not into the multiplayer of Gears,
Me
but
neither, man.
the story, I'm always been interested in the story of the game. So I'm looking forward to getting this game when it comes out.
That horde mode, though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'll do horde mode, definitely.
Yeah, we'll definitely be playing a lot of
Blam.
that. So. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just because everybody was, they're kind of referencing Quantum Break. I did want to say something about Quantum Break when it comes to Windows. A lot of the problems was dealing with the NVIDIA graphics card. That was where a lot of Quantum Break's problems came from, and you can kind of see how closely AMD worked on DirectX 12 and stuff like that, because AMD doesn't seem to have as many issues as NVIDIA graphics cards do when it comes to DirectX 12 games and Windows 10.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't know that. See, I usually don't dive. I know Predators usually are tech guy, him and GKB, as far as they get into the tech, but I usually don't dive that deep. But that makes sense.
Get along, man.
That makes complete sense though. That makes complete sense when you got AMD kind of spearheading the architecture, as far as GPU, different things like that. How the console, even I think Scorpio, they had a hand in that too. So big hand in Scorpio. So yeah, definitely. So hopefully that all gets worked out. I'm glad. So let's go ahead and move on to the next topic that we got here. So the next topic I want to talk about is something a little near and dear to my heart. Now I'm sorry, all you guys that own Super Nintendos growing up, but I was a Sega kid. I'm sorry. So I can't get with the whole Super Nintendo thing, but I was a Sega Genesis kid, and I will be till the day I die. So no, but I'm super happy. They announced they're gonna do a Sonic game recently, Sega. I know it's kind of a retro game. I know me and XBOT and some of the guys here on the panel were talking about it. I know you have more details, so I kind of wanted you to get into some of the details before I actually pose the question, XBOT, on what the actual game is going to be. So go ahead and give us a little bit of background, because I didn't get a chance to read the full article.
All right, no doubt. First of all, I am a Blue Hedgehog fanatic. All right, I grew up on Sonic. I had Super Nintendo. My brother had the Genesis, but I would go into his room to play Sonic. I absolutely love Sonic. What they're doing is they're coming out with 2 games in 2017. The first one is called Sonic Mania. And basically, it's kind of like a revamping of the classic stages. They're adding new stages. It's a 2D scroller. But not only are they adding new stages, they're also adding new Sonic abilities, just giving it a graphic overhaul and stuff like that. I'm actually really excited for that. There's going to be 3 playable characters. You have Sonic, you have Tails, and you have Knuckles. Just keep it at that. Don't bring that whole crew of gators and stuff like that in it.
Yeah.
Not only that, they are coming. There's something called Project Sonic 2017, and it's supposed to come out holiday 2017. This is a Team Sonic game. It's a brand new 3D Sonic, kind of pushing forward with the Sonic game as it is. Whereas Sonic Mania, if I remember his name correctly, I think it's Michael Whitehead. he spearheaded the development of the Sega CD remaster. He's the one that's heading the Sonic Mania thing, which means it's in good hands because Sonic CD was one of my absolute favorite Sonics. All right.
Yeah,
it just looks like the Hedgehog. He's finally getting that attention that like he has deserved. Like this should have been going like all the way from Dreamcast. Unfortunately, with Sonic Adventure, all the mechanics and everything that happened in that game, where you're falling through the world and all the stuttering and stuff like that, it seems like they learned from what had happened with that, and it looks like Sonic is back and finally multi-platform again. It's not Nintendo anymore, which is awesome.
Awesome. So I was really hoping for another Sonic go-kart racer, but it's all right. Anyway, no, but anyway, yeah. I just thanks for the information, by the way, Xbox, because I hadn't gotten a chance to read the entire article. But so now we know that information. Are you guys going to be picking up either the remaster? I don't want to call it a remaster, but more of a remake, and they're adding new levels. Are you guys going to be picking that up, and also maybe picking up the new game? I know we're going to have to wait and see how it looks, so don't give me them generic ass answers. So are you guys going to be picking up Sonic at all? Do you guys have faith in this new Sonic, especially the Project Sonic, which is supposed to be a new standalone game, multi-plat? So we're going to go ahead and start with you on this one, Fred.
You know, I think I'm just gonna wait and see what.
God damn you!
You know, I was just on Xbox channel and I was like saying, you know, I was really more excited about the 3D. You know, the newer version of the game is coming out. But after I started thinking about it, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing a 2D Sonic again. You know, I would love to see like a Ori art style ish, you know, type gameplay.
Oh, that would be awesome.
If that makes any sense. But I think initially I would want to get it, but again, I don't want to say wait and see. But you know, if you ask me right now, no, I would not pick it up.
Get it, Predator. Just get it.
Just buy it.
And I come from a Sega Master System days, so I mean, I love Sonic back in the day. I think I've outgrown it, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair assessment. Yeah, I understand that. Okay, so what about you, GKB?
Oh man, the nostalgia hype train is for real this year, man. Like we have the NES Mini coming out, now we got the Sega games coming out. But growing up, man, I was a big Nintendo fanboy.
Arch enemy.
Yeah, if you want to say that.
It's like you.
Yeah, I started on the NES, went to Super Nintendo, but for me, like I respect, you know, Sega and what they did with Sonic for all those gamers growing up, man. I think it's really awesome. As far as like me, am I excited? Am I gonna get it? Right now, I'd probably say no. I am excited and I'm interested into the 3D one. I thought it was interesting when they took Mario and put it into like 3D and stuff. So I'm interested to see how that goes. But yeah, as of right now, not really.
Meh.
Nah. I don't have that attachment that other gamers, you know, have with Sega and all that kind of stuff.
I do got to ask you guys, did you guys see the trailers for the 2?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
No,
all right, so you saw like with the added levels, there was a level that looked like there was like ping pongs and like I don't know, they're just adding so much new stuff to the 2D scroller that like I'm almost drooling over here for that game. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man. Same here. I'm a big Sonic fan. I mean, it's kind of I can understand where Pred's coming from. You know, we grew up with these games, and you know, Sonic hasn't been really relevant for a very long time for a lot of us. So it's kind of been out of sight, out of mind. But me just being a huge Sega fan and just thirsty, to be honest, for something from Sega, and to see, no, I'm dead ass serious. I mean, to see, especially something like Sonic. I hope that they do this the right way. I mean, Sonic at one point was on par with Mario. So, you know, for it to kind of fall in my opinion, like I said, come on, he was, man. Cut me some slack. I'm with you. No, listen.
I want a little fun there.
Sonic was on par with
No. Okay. I'm not talking about when we used to argue, it was always Sonic Mario. It was never Yoshi Sonic or anything.
Or maybe
like that.
Maybe it was Sonic and Dr. Mario.
Maybe it was.
Dr. Mario was awesome, man.
Damn Nintendo fans, man.
Mario and Alex Kidd.
Yeah, no, but no, just God, Fred, Jesus. All right, no, that's just my opinion. You know, don't crucify me. I may be going a little far, but hey, that's just how I feel about Sonic, man.
Yo,
Bro,
PTK, I got a
nostalgia's
question
a
for
hell
you,
of a
man.
drug, bro.
Hey,
Nostalgia's a hell of a drug, bro.
hey, I guess what you want to call it, man. I remember getting in arguments over that Sonic Mario stuff. I remember that vividly, man. So no, but who did I get to yet? Brutal, yeah. What's your opinion, man? I know you kind of showed your true colors already. So
Man, to be honest, dude, like I played both, man. Like I enjoyed Sonic a lot back in the day. I don't know, it was mostly just mindless, like pushing my D-pad to the right and then just tapping that spin button and just blasting through the level. Like to me, like Sonic is a mixture of it's a mixture of luck and it's a small mixture of skill. Like you're only like truly playing Sonic skillfully. Like your mind can't react that fast unless you're like these Korean StarCraft players. You might be able to keep up if you're one of them. But I like Sonic though, bro. And I've always said that that nostalgia is like that's what grips me sometimes. Just the memories of playing it. The big point for me, I'm not against picking it up, but I got to see what the price point is before I pick up.
fair assessment.
What's the remake called again? Sonic what?
Mania.
Mania. That's right.
Yeah.
I kept wanting to say Mega for some reason, but
That better not be $60 though. I agree with you
No, it
there,
shouldn't be at all.
they got to
Yeah.
put it. I think that they might try to justify themselves putting new content in and maybe calling it. I can't see him calling it more than 20, bro.
Nah, still, because they're still it's kind of like a reminiscent. You know, Mooch on Crossfire. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug type thing. They're staying with kind of like the look of it, the look of like the older Sonics.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, they're just kind of like crisping it out, smoothing it over, and then, like I said, adding content. But yo, that game should not be any more than $40. Any more than 40.
No way, bro. If it's 40, like shit. If it's 40, bro, I'm gonna go buy a hedgehog and
Teach
and
it to
eat
run.
it. I'll eat it. I'll eat the hedgehog. And that game's more than $40.
You gotta put red sneakers on it
You know
first,
what?
though, man.
I blame all this on Sega. See, we wouldn't even be having this discussion if Sega would have fucking just did what they were supposed to do. But I'm gonna leave that for another conversation. I'm gonna just leave that alone. But no, so that was a great topic, great conversation, man. Great topic. So I'm probably gonna pick it up. Price point does make sense because if it's just like a remaster, we talked about this for any type of remake or remaster, even with added content, there's a certain value to that. So I don't see it being no more than $20-$30, honestly, for that game. Now we'll see about the 3D Sonic later on when we get more
That's
details
gonna be a
on
full.
that.
That's gonna be a full price title,
So
right there.
yeah. So
All right, is this 3D one supposed to be like a full like big title, or is it like a double A kind of?
No, it's supposed to be a full title. Like, there's only one thing that really concerns me about that. I don't know. Has anybody in here played Sonic Generations at all? Anybody?
I think I played it in passing, but not enough to be like, yeah, hey, I love it.
All right, let me just real quick. Sonic Generations. I call it like kind of like the rebirth of Sonic because they finally got the gameplay back to where it was supposed to be. But the thing was, each level you could play as that little chubby Sonic, kind of 2D scroller, and then you could go back in as a 3D Sonic and play it in the 3D space. Now, at the end of the Project Sonic 2017 trailer, you see Sonic busting through a wall, and then all of a sudden they turn the camera angle, and they got the little pudgy Sonic there as well. Like, I don't want them to do that same 2D, 3D thing that they did with Generations.
Yeah, the hybrid type deal.
Well, no, like, you could go through one as 2D, right, with the little pudgy guy, and then you could go through again with the kind of sleeker, skinnier 3D version of Sonic, and it'll be a 3D world. All right, I don't want them to do it again because that's kind of like a regurgitation or a recycling of what they did with Generations. I want them to go full 3D all the way through and make sure it's stable.
Maybe they're showing that because it's like multiplayer.
Here's the thing, like, I think what Sega should do, say, hey, fan base, we love you. Let's do the 2D side scroller for 20, and let's do the 3D one for like 40. I mean, we're seeing that with like Recore and stuff too. I know that's a new IP, and Sonic's a more established franchise, but I think that would do a lot of fan service and a lot of Sega a lot of good if they could do it that way.
Yeah, definitely. I believe so too. I mean, price point is big. I mean, Sega hasn't given us much, so I'm not expecting something crazy off the wall. I'm hoping for that, but I'm definitely not expecting that. So we'll see. Price point is going to be a big difference maker for a lot of people, including myself. If they price this thing accurately, now if the gameplay comes out and we see it and it's like just completely crazy, full AAA title, it blows my mind. Then maybe that'll justify a $60 price tag. But other than that, we'll have to wait and see.
See, the thing about the price point is, if you notice with Sega and their finances and how they've kind of been like riding that financial like wire, you know what I'm saying? Like you hear them rumors about different companies buying them and all that good stuff. That's why I don't think that 3D version is going to be any less than full retail price. You know, they put kind of all their eggs back into that traditional basket. They're trying to come back out of it again, and they're trying to use their most iconic figure to do it. I think they should have done this back during the Dreamcast era, where they started to fall off with Sonic.
Yeah, I do. Well, so we'll have to wait and see. So Sega, get your shit together.
Listening.
Yeah,
hope you're listening.
I hope you listen. So let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. Now, this is one that I wanted to have some fun with. I mean, we get on this show, we talk about usually stuff that the gaming media has already talked about, and we try to come up with creative ways of doing things. And definitely want to get this question out there. And by the way, chat, I want you guys to answer this question also too. It's something that I thought about right before I actually started the podcast, before we got everybody in. And I think it's just a pretty cool, neat question. That you would sit around drinking with your buddies and you'd ask this question. So, who would be on your Mount Rushmore for video games? So if you had four video game characters, that's it. Out of entire video game history, you got four characters to put in your Mount Rushmore. Who would be on your Mount Rushmore? So, chat, I want you guys to answer this question too. Give me your feedback. Please, who would be on your Mount Rushmore for video games? So we're gonna go ahead and start with our special guest XBOT.
Oh my goodness, you brought me first.
Yeah, man. You gotta, hey, you know what? You gotta come with it, brother. So we're gonna see you out the gate, and then we're gonna follow up with somebody else. So go ahead, brother.
All right. Well, first off, one of my absolute favorite games all time was on Super Nintendo, and it was Super Metroid. So you have to have Samus up there. Samus.
Okay.
Completely iconic. I actually want her with the helmet on, just because that's pretty much how you play with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Second
of all, I wouldn't be the Halo ambassador if I didn't have Master Chief up on this mountain. All right. Say whatever you want, man, but the Halo universe is so deep, and what 343 is doing, with the multiplayer in Halo 5. The story that they did with Halo 4, I feel like Halo is in good hands. You have the active user base like compared to Halo 3 back in the day, and that was absolutely huge. So that franchise is not going anywhere. All right. My third face, just because of growing up, man, and I'm really kind of dating myself with all this. It definitely has to be Link for me, dude. Zelda took up so much of my life, yo. I swear. And I definitely feel an attachment to that adventurer Link. Yo, the last face, man. This is gonna be hard. Like, damn. It seems like Nintendo is kind of dominant on my mountain, because I'm gonna have to go Mario, dude. Mario just kind of really kicked it off for me on the original NES. You know what I'm saying? So that's my Mount Rushmore right there, man.
That's a good one. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby. Don't forget, chat, I'm asking you guys this question too. So give us your picks in the chat too, man. It's live. So go ahead, Brutal man. 4 picks, brother. You only get 4. Any system, any console, from any point in time, brother. Any character.
All right. So first, you got to put Mario up there, right? Mario's one of the founding fathers of gaming. I got to go with Mario. My second choice, because I'm trying to span the genres and kind of span my own personal interests as well. So I got Mario. My second one would be Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
Nice.
That's a good one. I didn't see that coming. That's an iconic fight. That's the iconic fighter character, right? I mean,
since back in the day with
Now,
Mortal
yo,
Kombat.
would he have the mask on or would he be skeleton, man?
You got to go mask on. Like skeleton's cool, but mask on is like the iconic Scorpion. You know what I mean? So I'm going Mario, Scorpion, XBOT. You got a place in my heart too, bro, because I gotta go with Spartan 117 myself.
Thank you. Brutal. We gotta play Halo sometime, man.
Dude, every time I see you streaming, I'm at work, dude. I'm like, I wish I brought my Xbox to work. That's what I gotta. Spartan 117, man, I've said it a million times. Halo is revolutionary to the gaming community as far as first-person shooters and the online competitive shooters. Master Chief is a truly iconic figure in our community. Last, I would probably say that I would have to go with probably Garrosh Hellscream from World of Warcraft, because we're going across. We got to go. We're talking gaming, right? And like I try to keep myself. I try to keep myself impartial, because I'm not like, people talk shit about like PC gamers or what have you, but I have a long history with playing PC games too, man. Like, so
yeah.
I gotta and if I had to have an honorable mention, I would probably go with the Marine guy from Doom, because he was an iconic character as well for me.
Oh, yo, guys, if you don't mind, I do want to say something. Yo, dude, I took my son to GameStop today, and a guy out of nowhere, like, doesn't even know me, perfect stranger. I was eyeing the Doom guy pop figure and stuff like that. I was talking to the people behind the desk. Yo, the dude ended up buying it for me. Like, he bought it. I was watching him buy it and everything like that, and he was just like, "Hey," and then he just threw the bag at me. I was just like, "Oh my goodness,
wow,
this is
that's
amazing,
awesome,
cool, bro.
That's awesome.
Shout out to that guy.
True. Shout out to that
dude.
random guy. Yeah, man. For sure, man. For sure. All right, it's on you. I didn't do GKB. Right? Yeah, it's on you,
No.
GKB. It's on you,
right.
Governor.
So I know we touched on this a little bit before the show, and I asked Blam if I could do just Sam Fisher for all four. Kind of laughed about it because everybody knows I'm a big Splinter Cell guy. So my number one dude is Sam Fisher himself, Mr. Splinter Cell. I wanted, like, his face and then the goggles on top of his forehead kind of thing. Next up,
old Sam Fisher.
Yeah. Next up, for all the female gamers out there, Miss Laura Croft.
That's a good one.
I saw that in the chat, and I was like, man, yeah.
They gotta be showing them titties though.
Hey.
Which ones? Back in the day, the pointed ones? Yeah,
the Madonna tits.
Oh my god, this went off the rails quick.
Yeah, that went way left field. Thanks, Brutal.
Yeah, you're welcome, brother. That's what I'm here for.
But yeah, for everybody out there, Laura Croft is my number two. As they've all stated, this next character, just killed FPSs for me, and is the Master Chief.
Yes, sir.
I cannot do a Mount Rushmore without him on it. So he's my number third, and my fourth is another game that when they started this franchise, I just absolutely fell in love with it. I'm a big horror guy, and that's Mr. Isaac Clarke from Dead Space.
Oh yeah, dude!
Nice.
Good call, bro.
Good pick.
So yeah, those are my dudes.
Yeah, it's about time they make another one of those, by the way.
Yeah, man, I would love this role to go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Good picks, man. I didn't see that Isaac Clarke.
I'll throw a curveball in there.
Yeah, that was a good one. I didn't see that coming. All right, go ahead, Pred. It's on you, brother. Spotlight.
Oh man, let me see. I'm surprised no one mentioned this. One of the ones I have no one mentions. I'll get to that one last. Obviously, my first is gonna be Mario. I think everybody's gonna say that.
Yeah, for sure.
My second is Master Chief, just because of the.
You guys are all scoring points with me right now. You know that, right?
I shouldn't say second. There's no particular order in these, but so Mario, Master Chief. My third is the one I think is going to be surprising, but no one mentioned it. And I think because of this particular character, it actually brought gaming in general to the forefront, and it's Pac-Man.
Ooh,
nice choice.
I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good call, bro.
Easy on the sculptors too.
Easy, yeah, right. Pizza cutter in it. And I didn't know where to go with this last choice, but I kind of thought of more of a current generation, so I picked Pikachu for kids that are growing up now, because I know a lot of people are big into Pokemon.
That's a
good
good
fucking pick, dude.
That's
Like,
a good pick.
regardless if you like Pokemon or not,
Yeah,
Pokemon is
that's
a
a
massive
it's
part.
it's iconic, man. It's iconic. Yeah. Okay, some good picks, man. I'll go ahead and give you guys mine. So I kind of been quiet over here thinking through what the hell I'm gonna do. So obviously, first off, I'm going with Master Chief off the rip.
Oh yeah.
It's not no particular order, you know what I'm saying? But Master Chief is just, you can't not have him on the list. I mean, he's so iconic, man. He's Space Marine extraordinaire, man. Like he pretty much carried the original Xbox by itself. You know what I'm saying? To what it is now.
Hell yeah, dude.
Every game, FPSs were never the same after that game came out. He's so iconic that you cannot have him on there. So second character is my favorite game of all time. Ocarina of Time. I'm going with Link.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going with Link, man. I can't not have Link on there, man. He's fantastic. He hasn't talked yet, but but we're still hoping for some dialogue for Link at some point. But it's the game, the series, the lore, just it's so iconic, man. So I had to put him up there. Now this is one that I haven't heard anybody mention. He's more of an avatar than an actual player. He has a name, but I'm gonna pick Minecraft Steve.
Nice.
Because
nice choice, dude.
Yeah, I feel like that game itself is just, I mean, like it's Minecraft. It's the biggest thing since Legos. I mean, it may be even bigger than Legos at this point. So, I mean, the game it's broken down all types of walls. I mean, from grandparents to kids being able to sit down and have this game and play it together and be able to understand it.
Dude, I play it with the kids, man. I'll even play it by myself. I don't care.
Yeah, not only is it educational, but it's fun. Not everybody enjoys it, but you can definitely sit down and play the game. It's just really one of those games that's just so community oriented that the community just takes that game and took it up to another stratosphere. So the last character, and this is kind of a toughie. This is kind of a toughie for me. Who would I throw in there as the last character?
The last one's always the toughest because you're done after that, man.
Yeah. I think I got an honorable mention too. If I have to throw that one in there. Oh God, who would I? Okay. I do have a. Well, no, he'd be my honorable mention. So I'm gonna go Mario due to the fact that Mario's iconic also too. I'm not a huge Mario fan. I love the games, but Mario is the biggest character in video games, almost bar none. There's really no debating the history of Mario, the character, the games. Nintendo, it pretty much was Nintendo. It is Nintendo. So it encompasses everything that Nintendo is as a company. That one character. So my honorable mention. I know.
Oh, you didn't say we could get one of those.
No. I'm just. Hey, look. I mean, he just. I was juggling here. You gotta. I was juggling. So I know this. I probably get some hate. Not necessarily hate, but you guys are probably laughing. But I'm gonna go with Duke Nukem. Now I know that like he hasn't like been anything for a long time. But it's just the character is just so like outrageous. Like, how could you not like the character? And it was time to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of gum. Like it was so left field. Like it was so crazy that I just enjoyed the character, the voice actor.
I could definitely see that because he kind of brought that adult humor really like into games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
I gotta ask everybody a question though.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about Sonic, and a lot of you guys are Sonics. Even BLAM even went in to say, they got into a lot of fights with Nintendo and Sega guys over Sonic and Mario, but not one of you guys put Sonic on your list.
Well, dude, I was thinking about it.
No. Look, now let me defend myself, GKB. I don't want to get my Sega card taken away. My Sega card taken away. So let me defend myself. Now, Sonic, it's like I said, it's been kind of it's out of sight, out of mind. Now he's iconic, but it's just like. When you think about like just kind of how he's faded or how the franchise has faded, like I don't know, man. It's tough because of the last so many games since the game that I loved playing have been not so good. So it kind of leaves a really, really bad taste in my mouth. Now, the character itself is iconic. You know, I have no doubt, but he's in that next tier. If I had to do like a tier system, he's right below some of the other people that I.
Liam, can I help you out here?
Yeah.
Just real quick. What happened is they fell off the wagon so bad with Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, and then whatever garbage they came out with after that, that Sega needs to pay, and that we can't put them on that rock right now. All right? Now, from Sonic Generations moving forward, if they bring it back up, then, you know what I'm saying? I am more than happy to actually take Mario off of that and put him there.
Whoa.
Well, to be fair, I mean, even all the Mario games weren't like super fantastic. I mean, Mario 2 wasn't that great. It wasn't really beloved by any of the Mario, fan base. So I was just curious as to.
There was more consistency there.
There was consistency.
Yeah, you're right.
Mario. Yeah,
but
Mario was in like
Sonic,
80 different games though.
Yeah, that too.
But when you look at like Sonic and what it's done for Sega, like when they were coming out, like with the whole Sega system and all that stuff, I was just curious as to why you guys didn't put them on there.
Well, it's funny you say like what Sonic did for Sega, because they should have honored that fact all the way through. Yeah. And they got really, really sloppy with their most iconic figure going from Dreamcast and onward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Sonic was like the main character for Sega, and then they lost. He went to the Team Mario. So
he just went to
you can't ever be on the mountain.
Yeah, so I mean, he's in that next tier though. No disrespect to Sonic, like I said, still one of my most beloved characters, but he's in that next tier down from some of the other characters that I mentioned, just for the simple fact that XBOT said they just dropped the ball so hard, and it's hard. You know what I'm saying?
They got paid, man. They got to show that they're back at it again. Before.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no one mentioned Mega Man either. I'm surprised. That was my honorable mention.
Yeah, you know why? Because Mega Man was a pain in the ass,
I loved it because of that, man. That's why I love it.
Mega Man was absolutely fun, but it was like I'm a very patient dude. I don't know how many times I wanted to break my controller over that. So.
Yeah. You know what? None of us mentioned Marcus Phoenix. Did anybody mention Marcus Phoenix?
He was going to be on mine, but I was like, man.
He's like in my third tier.
Yeah, he'd be in that next tier too with Sonic, I think, in my opinion.
It's funny. You only got four spots.
You only get four. You only get four. Yeah.
And for some people that are a little long in the tooth like myself, that spans like quite a few years, man.
Yeah, same here.
That's why I try to go the multiple genre route to try to cover all like the iconic characters that have kind of crafted the gaming scene.
So you just took the easy way out, is what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm putting Scott Mitchell on there.
I like what Brownie said in the chat. He was taking every single shape from Tetris, and he made 4 shapes from Tetris, and that was his Mount Rushmore. I thought that was funny.
I saw that. That was pretty funny. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, man, that was a great topic. Got a lot of feedback from the chat too on that one. That hit home.
Question, man.
Yeah. So that was really, really cool, man. So chat, we're now gonna take a few topics to show us winding down. You know me, I like to keep it to about an hour, if I could possibly do that. But I'm really.
That's hard when I'm in here, man. I swear.
Nah, bro. I've had Mooch in here 4 times. It's not difficult for me, I promise. So shout out to Mooch, by the way, if he's listening, man. Shout out. Mooch.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and throw them in the chat now. We're going to go ahead and take about 2 or 3 questions if time permits, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up that way. So while we're waiting on the questions to populate and everybody get their questions together, anybody have anything going on next week besides the podcast, like any special videos we need to know about? GKB, Brutal, XBOT, Pred, anybody that you just want to go ahead and just plug real quick while we're waiting on the questions? Any videos?
You guys haven't seen my welcome back video on my page. Check it out.
Yeah, you guys got. If anybody hasn't seen that, they definitely got to. You got me singing the song and stuff, man. What I'm trying to do with my channel, I know I do a lot of gaming news and stuff like that, but I'm starting to stream more. Like I like getting a bunch of people together and showing, like, we're having a good time playing what we're playing. Of course, the majority of it has been Halo, but I'm actually I'm looking to start up a new kind of like a new series. I call it like XBOT After Dark. It's kind of like those dark, scary games, and I want to do it kind of like when I come home from work, because I come home at like midnight. So I want to kind of do it then. I'm working on like kind of like the overlay for it and all that good stuff. I'm not sure if it's going to be out this week, but it's definitely a series that's coming, man.
All right. Okay, cool, great. Anybody anything else? Because I see some questions popping up here. Anybody got anything else? Brutal, GKB, you got anything cooking up for next week, maybe?
I'm working on the. I just got a set of the HyperX Cloud headsets. Working on unboxing video right now, and then a review will be coming out right after that. Got a couple of review code for a couple games, so we're going to be doing some of those as well. That's pretty much it, man.
For sure. All right, so let's go ahead and get to some of these questions. So I'm gonna start with Desert She Wolf. The lady Xbox Gaming. If you haven't plugged up with her, anybody in the chat, if you plan on starting a YouTube channel, get in contact with She Wolf, please do, because she's phenomenal. She keeps everybody in line and keeps everybody updated with the podcast during the week, information going on, and we don't even pay her. So I think she should be getting a check. So to be honest with you, but we'll discuss that a whole nother time. No, but let's go ahead and get to her question. She said Skyrim remastered. Bethesda defends $60 for price tag. How do you feel about this remaster for $60? So I'm gonna go ahead and ask you about this, Brutal Skyrim remaster for $60, brother.
I don't know, bro. Like I've dumped so many hours into Skyrim, dude. Like I've said it before. Like the graphical quality of a game is secondary to the content, right? And let's be honest. Like Skyrim has delivered above and beyond content for its fans, and Bethesda's done a really good job with that. But a $60 price tag, I think that's kind of riding on the epicness and the reputation that Skyrim already has. Is it worth it? I don't know, man. I mean, I enjoyed the game as it was the first time. I personally don't think remasters should fetch the same price tag as the original game caught.
Even with all the extra stuff that you get.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
You're getting mod support, right? That's pretty much
mod
support and graphics.
What other extra stuff are we getting?
I think that's it.
Yeah, like the mod support. I mean,
DLC? Was there DLC included in that?
I don't know if the DLC is included, but
I mean, there was definitely DLC, but I don't know if it's included in that $60 price tag. But the mod support, that's like a novelty, really, man. Like I played Skyrim on PC too, so I've had access to. I mean, you've had access to mods on Skyrim for God knows how long. I mean, and it is fun. I mean, like I said, I think it was on Xbox Nation. Like I got like Macho Man Randy Savage dragons, bro. Like I don't like there's no like.
Ooh, yeah.
The dragons have Macho Man Randy Savage on them, so it's not.
It's over at that point.
That's
Exploding Chickens, one of my favorites.
What else are you gonna give me? They got the Spider-Man skin on the spiders that attack you. That's pretty cool. But like the mods are cool, man, and it definitely gives more replay factor into the game. I'm not gonna take that away from them at all. But me personally, I wouldn't spend $60 on it. If people are diehard Skyrim fans, maybe they'll do it just to see the graphic improvement on it. But like I said, if you're playing it on PC, a lot of these mods that they put out are pushing that game to its limits anyway. So I don't think $60 is worth it to me.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. So I got we're gonna take one or two more questions here. One I got here from shout out to Sith Lord Mike Rich. Appreciate you coming out, watching the live podcast. Appreciate it, brother. So he said, will there ever be a time where at least one or two AAAs will release each month?
Ooh.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give this question to you, Pred. You've been kind of quiet over there, brother.
One or two each month?
Each month.
Time?
Yeah.
I mean, it's happened, but I mean, it's only like around the Christmas point, But if he's talking about the entire year, no, I don't think so. It's just not even. I don't even know how to explain it. It just doesn't make any sense.
Well, I mean, when you look at like the dev cycles and stuff like that, it takes these games are getting to the point, man, where they're taking so much time, so much money. It's going to be literally impossible to have two of these coming out every month for 12 months every year.
Hell, even one.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I think we're more on for AAAs, we're probably going to see less. I mean, I think the statistics was IPs and new IPs were down like 40% this year, so I don't see that ever happening, honestly.
Well, not even new IPs, just the fact like
Just,
even
yeah.
like, stuff from the past. I'm like, typically, you know, October through December are like your months where you get a lot of games, and then like the beginning of the year, January, February, you don't get shit. You know, maybe one or
January's
two
my
in
birthday,
March.
by the way. They need to start releasing games in January.
You know, I think you'll get more like DLC. You know, like AAA DLC like that.
Yeah.
Pull
All
up.
right, I was gonna say, just let's face the facts here. Like, these developers want to make the most money. Publishers really want to make the most money that they can off their titles, and they are fighting for the holiday season, which makes that no way you're gonna get these games like releasing 1 or 2 per month for 12 months going around in a cycle. You're not gonna. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Unfortunately.
All right. So that's a good point. Good point. I mean, I don't think games are too time because games have movie budgets now. So these AAA games. So
real,
that's
dude.
a problem. That's not gonna. I don't think there'll ever be a time. And we see it now where even the date that they give us usually ends up getting moved. So I don't really think that that's ever going to be a possibility unless production costs on these games gets cut by 75%. Somehow. Or something crazy like that happening. But good question though, good solid question. So we're gonna take one more before we get out of here. I got a question from Juan Pimentel. Shout out Juan. I've never seen him in the chat, so if he's first time, shout out to you coming out, man. Watching the show, appreciate it. So good question. He said, should Microsoft push Minecraft for cross-play with Sony? Now, I know a lot of us here don't. Well, I play sometimes with the kids, and I'm pretty sure all of us have at some point played Minecraft. But it is really the biggest game on probably both consoles. Maybe not the biggest game, but it's consistently, one of the biggest games.
Yeah, it's huge, bro.
On each console. It's huge. So I mean, it makes sense in a game. We were just talking about Rocket League earlier. Something like Minecraft would make sense too.
It's already being done though.
On crossplay, Microsoft.
It's already set up to be done. It's called Realms.
The Realms.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. No problem.
So you got if you were looking forward to that, like you have got your wish, man. Because like with Realms, it doesn't matter what device you're on. You could be on a tablet, you could be on a PC, on the X1, on the PlayStation, PS3. It doesn't matter. You'll be able to play with people on whatever platform.
Okay, I heard about the Realms. I wasn't sure if that was the case, like how it actually worked. I knew you.
Yeah, I unfortunately I think there might be a monthly fee though, because it's like having your own dedicated server.
Yeah. That's not that bad. I mean, people will pay for Minecraft servers. Like they're gonna.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not sure if I will though.
No. Not maybe you does. But there's millions of other 12-year-olds out there saving up money to do it. So. So they can give two shits about you, frankly, XBOT. So, we don't need your money, brother. No,
I already know that, man. I got 4 kids that already feel that way.
See. So you see how the math works on that. So no, but seriously, though, no, that was a great question, though. So I think we'll wrap it up here. Yeah, it looks like that we're gonna wrap it up. Sorry, I couldn't get some more questions, everybody. I like to keep the show condensed to about an hour. As close as possible. I know people got things to do. I have things to do. I got to run my ass up out of here right after this anyway, too. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out, rocking out with us. It was a great show. I appreciate all you guys coming on. My special guest, XBOT, he'll be on the show again, people. We'll see XBOT again
awesome.
Sometime soon. I'll probably be on his podcast, too, at some point.
Dude,
Get that all set up. So I appreciate you guys rocking out with us. Thank you guys for coming out. Now, as I usually do, I'm going to go ahead and let everybody go around the panel, let them know where you can find them at if you have not subbed to them. All these gentlemen have YouTube channels. They have channels. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm
I
saying.
like that channels.
Yeah, channels. No, but they all have YouTube channels and great content. They all have Twitter. So go ahead and start with you, Governor. Let everybody know where they can find you.
All right, what's up, everybody? It's GKB, aka the Governor. You can find me on Twitter and YouTube at Gamers Knows Best. She was also part of all of that. We'll be on Console Corner on Tuesday, Xbox Nation on Wednesday, back on the Shop podcast. I want to go ahead and the community's fantastic. All of us great YouTubers are doing some fantastic comment, always supporting each other. It's really great to see. Also, come out and rock out with us on Battlefield 4 tonight.
Oh, Battlefield 1?
Yeah, Battlefield 1.
Yeah,
so we're going to be
Doom
jamming
so
out on that. Yeah, I was hoping for Doom too. I voted for that one.
Can I just join the chat then, man?
Yeah, anybody can join. So,
Bro, just make it an executive decision and let's just change it to Doom.
Nope,
can't do that. But yeah, we're going to be playing Battlefield 4, so it's going to be a great time. Come join us. Have a good time.
Sure, for sure. All right, Fred, let everybody know where they can find you, brother.
I mean, you can find me right here on the Shop Podcast on Saturdays, and I have my channel, Xbox After Party. I do videos like once a week. You can follow me on Twitter, Predator_H2OS.
All right, and you guys, please go check out Predator's channel, man. The man has some great content.
Oh yeah.
He's on everybody's show. He's always super supportive. Great friend of mine. Known him for a while now. He has great content. Go check out his channel. It's awesome. Hopefully he's gonna start a podcast maybe sometime. So I know he's deploying everybody, so that's gonna be difficult. But that's why the channel's kind of limited at this point. But he has great content. Every video he puts out, I go and watch. So go check out his channel. The man's doing the damn thing over there on Xbox After Party. So you guys sub to him for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure. Brutal. Let's go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you, brother.
Yeah, man. My big thing, man, I love playing games with people, so come add me on Xbox. It's Brutal Night. I'm trying to decide what kind of tech stuff that I want to start doing. I'm going to start not necessarily moving away from talking just gaming stuff, but I really want to do some more tech and more practical things for viewers. So I want to start doing some reviews and how-tos and tutorials, things like that. Real quick. Chicken spaghetti, yes. Men at Work's Down Under should be in the playlist for.
Hell yeah, for sure.
For Forza 3, the dude has been
spamming it right now.
Shout out spaghetti. I need to get his ass in here too, man. He's always showing love, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate you, Chicken.
Chicken's a funny dude, bro.
Yeah, man. You have me rolling.
But yeah, that's it, bro. I mean, I like gaming, like talking to everybody, so don't hesitate to send me a message, follow me, whatever. I'm always down to talk and chat it up. And really happy with the show tonight. It was a good show.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Appreciate you guys. Go ahead, our special guest, XBOT. Let everybody know where everybody can find you, man.
Oh, definitely. Well, first of all, I like to say, thank you guys for having me on this show. Like I said, I absolutely love this show. Sometimes doing the next podcast, I have to do little things after the show, but I definitely try to get in here and watch this every week. You guys do an incredible job, yeah. Of course, yeah, you can find me on my channel, XBOT448. I am a real easy guy, man. Everything is XBOT448. I have my Twitter is that, my YouTube channel. Definitely go and check out my content. Of course, we have the next podcast that is every Saturday, 6 p.m. With the next podcast, the Shop podcast, and then Game Time, I'm starting to call this Gamers Block. Saturday is Gamers Block. It's for the true gamers out there that really want to get in, listen to what true gamers have to say about games, and then go in with GKB and She-Wolf as well afterwards and just start playing. All right, so that's what I'm calling Saturday. It's Gamers Block, and of course you can also find me on Mooch's channel on Crossfire every Friday at around 6 p.m. It depends sometimes. But yeah, I'm real easy to find. So definitely my gamer tag on XBL is the same thing, XBOT448. So come check me out. Say what's up, man.
For sure, and glad to have you on, man. I know we kind of set this up earlier in the week. We kind of were in the DMs, talking about the whole situation, and we got a setup. So, man, you'll definitely be on more often, and we'll get you on, man. We got do our podcast back to back, and I appreciate what you guys do over there. Shout out to your lady too. I know she's a part of that whole situation with the next podcast. You guys do a great job.
Oh yeah, Oh Snaps, and by the way, with Oh Snaps, she did create the website, the thenextpodcast.com. Yo, we have the shop on there. We have PTK Blam's channel on there. Of course, we have Console Corner. We have a whole community podcast section. We have like a rising YouTuber section. All sorts of stuff on that website.
Awesome stuff.
Awesome,
Did an
man.
incredible job.
You said it's nextpodcast.com?
Yeah.
All right, for sure. I have to go and check that out. I had no idea you guys had a website. Okay, cool. Yeah, I definitely have to go check it out. Appreciate it. Once again, everybody, for coming out, rocking out with us, man. We are out of here. We will be back. Oh, I didn't even shout my damn self out.
I was just gonna say that, bro. I was like,
So let me go ahead and shout myself out. PTK Blam. It's all across the board. PTK Blam, everything. Hit me on Twitter. Follow me there. Add me on Xbox if you ever want to get out on some games, man. I'm usually busy during the week, man. I have family and I work, and just like most everybody here at the games, but I try and find enough time to get some gaming in. So if you ever see me on, shoot me a message or add me, whatever the case may be. Not sure if I'll be on the game night tonight because I got something to go do like right now. But I'll definitely be checking in with GKB, like I always do. That's my brother, so we always keep up with each other. For sure. So yeah, you guys find me here. Appreciate the support on the podcast, man. I did cross the 800 mark as far as subscribers not that long ago, like a couple of days ago. So that's a big milestone for me.
Well deserved, bro.
I appreciate it, guys. I'm trying to hit that 1,000 mark before my birthday in December. It's kind of an internal goal that I've always had written down on a piece of paper. So let's go ahead and try and hit that mark. We're chugging along towards 900. So hopefully, by God's grace and just you guys support me, I'll be able to cross that 1,000 subscriber mark here this year. So I appreciate the love and support, everybody. We'll be back next week with the Shop Podcast and with the usual suspects with some more great topics. So you guys have a great Saturday. And as my man GKB here would say,
take care of your fellow gamers.
All right, everybody, we out. You guys enjoy your evening. Take it easy.